Seconds into the crash landing, the passenger jet is already engulfed in fire, its ruptured fuel tanks emptying rapidly. As the back half of the Sukhoi superjet burned, you can see people coming down one of the emergency slides at the front. Some of the escaping passengers seen carrying and pulling their hand luggage. We now know that one of the cabin crew who died was at the back trying in vain to open one of those doors. Pictures of the plane from today illustrate the devastation caused. One of the investigators said 37 out of 78 people on board the plane survived. The plane took off from Moscow's Sheremetyevo airport at just after 6 p.m. local time. 8 minutes later, after turning, it started to descend. As it circled, the pilot eventually decided against dumping most of its fuel over the suburbs. Within 30 minutes, and still very heavy, it approached the runway for an emergency landing. When that happened, this grainy video shows the moment the plane bounced and then came down for the second impact and start of the fireball. Then came the emergency evacuation, one where the actions of some may well have had a detrimental impact on others, according to a former airline pilot.
It is collective madness, because if you want to take your bags off in an emergency like this, emergency evacuation, and all the passengers were aware it was an emergency evacuation, they'd had a heavy landing, the cabin crew was shouting them to evacuate, they have to stand in the main aisle in the cabin, and in so doing they're impeding the exit of passengers further back. It's very likely that some people lost their lives as a result of this selfish behaviour.
The circumstances surrounding the crash landing will now be investigated, with bad weather, equipment failure or inexperienced pilots being examined as 3 of the possible causes. Mark McQuillan, 5 News.